Hey there, starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess from Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. If you've never ventured to my sector of the universe before, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. For those who are returning, thank you so very much for your loyalty and support. For those who are subscribed to this channel, thank you for supporting this channel. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click on that red rectangular lovely button that says subscribe on it. Anyway, happy summer to all of you. We are now in the summer solstice. This is exciting. New beginnings, lots of things. I wish all of you right off the get-go a wonderful summer. Also, if you would like to book a personal reading with me to help you spiritually grow and become the highest version of yourself, feel free to click on one of the links in the description box below or go to capellawellness.com to see all of the readings that I offer. All right, guys, with that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. All right. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Your week is going well. If it's not, don't worry about it because this too shall pass. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to see what your overall theme for this week is for June 21st to 27th. Don't worry about the time frame. Whenever you reach this message is when you are meant to hear it, all right? Also, we're going to see what you need to avoid, what you need to focus on. And just so you know, if this doesn't resonate with you, check your moon and your rising signs. If it does resonate with you, it's always a good idea. Did something flip? No. It's always a good idea to check your moon and rising signs anyway, so that you get more detail into what the coming week is bringing. Or just to give you a heads up on certain things, right? Also, if you stay to the end, actually I shouldn't say if. Please stay to the end so that you can get information on what the full moon in Capricorn is bringing you. The full moon Capricorn is the 24th. I'm recording this on June 22nd. Also, you will be able to get to ask a question and you'll get an accurate answer from the angels, all right? Those are all towards the end. So, my lovely Aries, we have two themes here. We have the long night moon with darkness and focus. Now, if you want to look at these things, look at the difference in the light between these two cards, okay? What I'm getting from here, and it's funny because change at the bottom of the deck, I'll talk about it in a little bit. You need to change from going from the darkness to the light. This is focusing on transmuting your dark into light. What I'm getting from this is maybe a night of the soul is occurring here. Maybe the moon might show up. I don't know. On the moon card in tarot. This is you changing the way you look at things. And when lower vibrational things happen, negative things happen. Again, it's all about perception. What we think is negative may not actually be negative to somebody else. So the way you look at these, let's say negative things, needs to change. And there's something along the lines of you understanding how when these things happen, you learn how to transmute that into positive energy. All right. It takes some skill. I will say that. And it's really reprogramming your brain. You have to reformat your hard drive so that you get out of this loop that has been programmed into your head about negative, 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 being in the dark, you know, not seeing things clearly, not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You really need to change your mindset and reprogram it. Defragment the hard drive. You know, do a format C:. If you know what I'm talking about, perfect. If not, don't worry about it. They just wanted me to say it like that. I used to be a systems engineer, so that's why I'm utilizing those analogies. So yes, format C:, reformat that hard drive, repartition it. It's like changing the way that you look at things. And it's time for you to really focus on transforming that. Again, this is transmutation of the dark into the light, you focusing on trusting your intuition and not listening to what everybody else says about you. Some of you are about to undergo this change. Some of you are probably in it right now. All right. So don't worry about this darkness here. It's temporary. That's why I probably said at the beginning of the week, if you're not having a good week, the beginning of the reading, if you're not having a good week, it's okay. This too shall pass, right? We all go through these cycles. It's like the change in the seasons, right? The change in the tides, the lunar cycles. Everything has a cycle. And until you choose to understand that you will come out of this darkness and you make the necessary changes to bring yourself out of that, then you won't be in the dark for longer than what you should be. Okay? Yeah, the shadow work, if you haven't started the shadow work, it's time to do it. I was talking about the darkness of the soul, the dark night of the soul, right? But you know what? While the dark night of the soul is a very tough, challenging part of your life, wait till you see who you become afterwards and what you learn from that. Some people don't ever really fully understand the light of truth that appears, that light at the end of the tunnel that appears after they've completed the work. You become a brand new person and you see things in a whole different light. And when darkness sets upon you again, it's easier for you to transmute whatever that is into light. And when you're able to reprogram your mind to do that, it's phenomenal. And people will look at you like, what? How did you do that? It is possible. Okay? And make sure you continue to release what doesn't serve you. If you're kind of stuck right now, this is a great time. This is perfect timing for you to start releasing what doesn't serve you. And yes, we do have shadow sides to ourselves. We have to face them. We have to acknowledge them. And we also have to learn how to really focus more on the light than the shadow side of ourselves. And again, it's all about transmutation here. That's what I'm getting with this. And for some of you, you're maybe thinking it's been like a really long night, like a night that never ends. Remember, the sun always sets to rise, right? The sun is always going to come up regardless of what we do, what is going on with the world, even if it's raining. Like right now, it's raining. It's been raining all day where I'm at. Super cloudy. But the sun is still there, right? The sun is still there. The moon is still going to be there, right? There's always you following your intuition and trusting in what is right for you, following what is right for you. Focus on doing the shadow work for this week and in the coming weeks too, because shadow work, it takes some time. And don't be listening to the outside world or what people are telling you, who you can and can't be, that type of thing. All right? They're really wanting you to focus on doing the shadow work. This is a big part of your transformation. Let's put focus in the front here. All right? What is going on? Come on, stands. Oh, my little stones fell. They wanted me to put my faith, love, and hope stones up for whatever reason this time around. And I did that, and now they're following. Now they're falling. That's okay. Here's the bottom of the deck right here. Accepting the change. You're welcoming this change. Welcome it with open arms. It's okay. Again, it's a challenging time. Just wait till what happens when you do make this change. Thunder moon, this is like a tower moment type of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if the tower comes out, right? Dropping down, those walls crumbling around you, your false beliefs, your old programming, the foundation needs to fall away so that you have a new, more stable, solid foundation going forward in your life. You have this energy is gaining momentum right now because the universe is supporting this. Now that Mercury is station direct, It's no longer retrograde. And we have all these things going on. There's this energy here that is helping you push forward along in this journey, this major part of your life where this change needs to take place. And accept it, and it's okay. Don't fight this change like 7 of Wands or whatever, or even 5 of Wands. Don't fight it. Go with the flow. Just go with the fact that the universe is trying to get you where you need to be. That's what you need to trust in. Again, seasons are always changing. We have no control over that, do we? But they change for a reason, right? And this is the same with us as humans, for us to change for the better. And again, where God needs us to be, where the Spirit needs you to be, so that you can have that abundance, and you can have that better life that so many of you most likely are seeking. And the other big thing is, you probably already know, change is constant. It's inevitable. We have to embrace it and realize that when these changes come into our lives, it's an opportunity for us to grow. These readings, divination is all about self-growth. In my opinion, it's all about self-growth. Understanding what the shadow side of us are, our obstacles, our ancestral patterns, what we need to overcome. And when we change those things about ourselves for the better, our life becomes a lot brighter. And we really start attracting that abundance that is meant for us. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to see what you need to focus on and what you need to avoid. What is it that Aries needs to focus on for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about, wow, changes in seasons while I was having my breakfast this morning. It comes up. That's why I was talking about it. We don't have control over the seasons, right? So we just go with the flow. I don't like winter, right? I can't change that. I just embrace it. Okay, it's winter time. I just have to deal with it, right? Okay, we have 6 of coins and 2 of swords on what you need to focus on. So we're going to go over these in a little bit. But let's check the bottom of the deck real quick. Hangman. Yeah, surrender to the divine. That's what I was talking about. Getting a new perspective. Just letting go and letting God. All right, what is it that Aries needs to avoid for this week? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is it that Aries needs to avoid for this week? Spirit guides and angels, please and thank you. All right, we have strength on the 3 of Cups for what you need to avoid. Again, we will talk about this. I will talk about this, and I will clarify the focus and avoid energies, all right? Let's go over what the bottom of the deck is. We've got 10 of coins. We've got the Tree of Life. This is the Capella. This is why this change is occurring in your life, to give you the 10 of Pentacles. I was talking about the abundance that you are truly deserving of. But if we stay stagnant and we don't change things about ourselves, how is our outside world going to change? We're low vibrational. How are we going to attract high vibrational things? Does that make sense? It's kind of like putting the positive side of a magnet with a positive side of a magnet. The negative side of a magnet with the negative side of a magnet, right? You need, the polarities need to be balanced here. And in order for you, a lot of you will get this abundance that the 10 of coins brings, the 10 of Pentacles brings. But you have to find balance in all areas of your life here. Things need to be in alignment. And these are also like, you know, life's lessons. Okay? And when everything comes full circle, we make those changes, we align ourselves with what we truly want in life, and we raise our vibration, right? Focusing on doing that shadow work to raise our vibration and transmute the dark into light, then we start attracting this type of energy. All right? This is really you about learning how to be more harmonious in your environment. Also talking about great health, mental health, physical health. Ultimate achievement here. This is ultimate happiness, like having everything. This wonderful life that you want to have, that some of you are most likely very well seeking, have been seeking for a while. But once we do that, undergo that great self-transformation, and we do all the work, and I tell you, it is hard. I've been through it. There's been so many things that I had to overcome, and these ancestral patterns that weren't my fault that I had to release myself from and to heal from. It's a lot, but this comes in, okay? It's amazing what happens and how much your life changes when you do the work. And if some of you are what's the word? Doubting. If you're doubting that could ever change, I will have to say, don't knock it unless you try it. If you haven't done the shadow work and you haven't learned to balance your life out, if you haven't learned how to transmute the dark into light energy, then, you know, how can you have an opinion on whether this works or not? Right? Don't knock it until you try it. If you try it out and it's like this doesn't come in or something, or it's just like not for you, that's your choice. It's free will. But unless you step into that and embrace the change and say, okay, I'm just going to go through with this, and I'm just going to, you know, try to focus on myself, focus on what it is that I truly want in life, focus on my betterment. Let's see where this takes me. Okay? It's hard work. A lot of people don't like hearing the truth. That's why my readings are so different. I'm not here to be popular tarot reader, right? I'm here to help you spiritually grow, period. And it's a shit ton of work. I'm not gonna lie. All right? You know, and this doesn't have to be like a negative thing. There's positivity in everything. You have to see the silver lining in everything. This is for your growth and for what the universe is waiting to give you when you do the hard work. So, focus, 6 of coins and 2 of swords. A few things here because it is a general reading. We talked about balance, right? There's the scales right there. Balancing out your priorities, balancing out what is important in your life, understanding the law of attraction. This is the law of attraction card right here. I'm sorry, the law of equal give and take, but it does tie into the law of attraction. The more you give, the more you get. What you put into the universe is what you get back, right? This is you focusing on understanding how that law of give and take works with the universe. If you're taking, and taking, then the universe is saying, okay, well, if we're giving you this awesome stuff and you keep taking from people, whatever it is, whether it's money, time, energy, and you're not giving back, it's like, how are you going to align yourself with what it is that we really need to we really want to give you? It's like in The Lion King, the circle of life, right? Everything works in a cycle. Everything and everyone works together, right? When you go watch the movie, they talk about what is it that Mufasa talks about with the antelope? Is it the lion eating the antelope and something with the grass? I can't remember. It's been a long time, but maybe some of you know. Anyway, the point being is finding balance spiritually and materially. Understanding what is of value in your life and making sure that what is of value And the material plane is balanced out with what is of value in the spiritual plane, okay? But this is really mainly talking about changing the way you look at the world and how you have to give to receive. This is also talking about when you go through these changes and you learn how to be more generous, or maybe some of you are too generous and you're not taking. Maybe some of you are giving too much and you have to pull that back. Again, it could be one of the two things. It's a general reading. Take it as it resonates, guys. So find that balance. It's all about balance here, understanding the law of give and take. And here, this is you trusting your intuition. Some of you are just not sure. Some of you may be overanalyzing how this works, how this Six of Coins energy works. Maybe some of you are afraid to give. Maybe some of you are afraid to take. I don't know. Again, I'm picking up on energies. There's a bunch of things coming in. But they don't want you to be indecisive. No second guessing. Focus on balancing your head and your heart. Having your heart communicate with your mind and not having that communication blocked. Trusting your intuition more. I was talking about that with the focus card, with the moon. And some of you may very well be avoiding this change, right? This is also avoidance. This is also obstacle. Yes, there's an avoidance, an obstacle here with you just understanding the law of give and take, of balancing things out in your life. Especially with regards to money. That's for some of you. Why am I not getting more abundance? Are you giving back to the universe? Be honest with yourself, okay? If this resonates with you, just be honest with yourself. That's just how the universe works. And we have to make those changes necessary so that we can really truly see that abundance that is meant for us. And again, it takes a lot of work. And you have to embrace that and understand it. So for what you need to avoid, we've got a major arcana here. We have Leo showing up. Maybe you have strong Leo in chart. I just heard maybe somebody has, one or two of you have Mars in Leo. In the 8th house, because I'm looking at the number 8. Okay. Strength in the 3 of Cups. All right. So some of you may have very strong tendencies to, it's like working really hard for the money. It's like that 80s song. And some of you may be, having this pride, this ego about like how you are, what you have built for yourself in the material plane, okay? And maybe some of you are just like, I want to keep my money to myself. I'm seeing 4 of Pentacles. I'm having a hard time trying to let go of the material world. Because what this strength card in the avoid position is telling me, this has to do with pride and ego here. Don't let pride get in the way. Don't let your ego get in the way. That's why they're talking about it's time for change. Change is constant. It's inevitable. We have to embrace it. We have to do the shadow work. We have to really come to terms with, what do I need to better about myself? And some of you, either one of two things. Either you are celebrating too much, there's maybe too much partying, maybe there's some sort of escapism, like 7 of Cups, with parties and celebrations. This could very well be drinking for a few of you, okay? Just take how it resonates and don't take offense. This is work. It's all it is that needs to be done so you can better your life. There's nothing wrong with you. We all have dark sides to ourselves. Every single one of us, okay? Nobody's perfect. It's just a matter of your self-growth, your spiritual growth, okay? To become the higher version of yourself. Some of you may be, too much into drinking, and this could also mean that you need to temper that. You need to tame the beast. Maybe for some of you, you guys are like really into just having, okay, I just heard threesomes. Okay, Aries. Again, take it how it resonates. Don't force it if it's not your story, okay? Keep that in mind. I just got, because this is strength, this is tempering the beast, because this is Leo. This could be fire energy, like sexual energy here, all right? She's naked here. I am lying, hear me roar, whatever that is. A couple of you may be having this thing with, you're getting distracted with, it's something along the lines with women for some of you, okay? For some of you. Or just, again, I'm hearing threesomes. I'm hearing, just having a lot of good times with friends and hanging out a lot, maybe partying a lot, maybe drinking a lot. This is having such a great time. But again, I'm hearing there's some forms of escapism here because you don't want to face the truth. Knowing that you need to change things about yourself to balance out stuff, right? Yeah, you can have a great time and go party and have your flings or whatever, but it's like really look inside yourself and say, why am I putting more emphasis on that in my life than I'm not? Some of you may be avoiding healing, right? This is well-being and healing right here too with the Three of Cups. Because pride and ego is getting in the way. Some of you don't have this belief that you can heal, that you can change things about yourself, that the world is the way it is. And I think it's that Bruce Hornsby song, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change, but it's really, have you even attempted to try to make that change? There's a message in that song. I would highly recommend you look it up. Don't believe them. People think you can't change. Who are they to tell you what you can and can't do? So make sure you're mindful of that, where just set your pride, your ego aside and really think things through. This is really about being honest with yourself and saying to yourself, I really need to balance out my life more. I need to give more. I need to take more, whatever this is for you. And don't be ashamed if you're having one extreme or the other. A lot of people go through this stuff. And they become better people because of it. Not that you're not a good person now. What I'm saying is, so many things change when you change things internally. All right, let's clarify the Six of Coins and the Two of Swords, please. And thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Why are the Six of Coins and Two of Swords here in the focus position for Aries' highest good? Oh, man, that just popped up. Oh, and okay. Involuntary. The devil just wanted to pop up, but this is the bottom of the deck. We'll get into that. Five of Cups. Yeah, some of I heard right away regret, sadness. Some of you are regretful because you didn't give to somebody. Aha. The Three of Cups are down here. Some of you are saddened and regretful that you were focusing on the Three of Cups. Third party situations, having fun, Maybe just having, you know, flings and stuff. Again, take it as it resonates, because we have Three of Cups right here. Maybe some of you are drinking. There's more cups, right? I was focusing on all the wrong things. I thought that these Three of Cups is going to bring me my fulfillment, my happiness, but I'm starting to realize that it's not. Transmute this energy into light. Balance out your emotions. Balance out what you're doing in your life. Okay? Yeah, there's avoidance. This is an obstacle for you here, because now there's this emotional baggage that's haunting you because of what you've done or what you have been doing in your life. And you're like, you know, I really want these Two of Cups, which is like this, once in a lifetime love, right? This companionship, this mutual companionship. Sinking of the two hearts. I really, really want this, but I've been focusing on this, and some of you were putting too much emphasis in whatever this Three of Cups is for you, and now the cups are spilled. I hear crying over spilt milk. You know, just let go of that. Don't get caught up in that. Okay? Again, we make mistakes. Transmute this energy into light, Aries. That's all you got to do. There's a silver lining. Once you look up, you see there's a castle. There's like this really nice home over there. You cross that bridge. Bridge over troubled water, I just heard. All right? You just got to overcome your emotions, right? Transmute that stuff, and then you cross that bridge and look where you're at. And everything's fine. So don't stay in this energy. Some of you are regretful because there has not been a balance of give and take in a connection, in, you know, something with family, whatever this is for you. And some of you may very well be avoiding that, you know, I really need to give back, but I'm afraid to do that. Darkness is here. These are dark emotions, okay? We have to release that in here. This is time for you to take a time out, Aries. Go within, meditate, do yoga, whatever it is. Hang up those swords with that heartbreak. You got the sword of truth there. Go in and meditate. You're going to start getting downloads, and you got to start getting better information from your guides, your angels, as to how it is that you need to transmute these energies, how you are going to go about dealing with these changes, knowing that things need to change in your life. Retract yourself from the world. Maybe some of you need a vacation. Go on a trip. Relax. Take it easy. Take a breather. All right? Recalibrate your chakras. Balance them out. It's time for self-care. Just to really start caring about these lower vibrational emotions and really taking care of these dark feelings that you're having. But really start taking care of yourself and reevaluate the situation. So let me take a time out here. Let me really go within and understand, you know, what's going on here. Okay, so let's clarify strength and the Three of Cups. Why? Thank you. We've got another major. We've got the Chariot now, Cancer energy, and the King of Swords. So with these energies clarifying the Strength card and the Three of Cups, what I'm getting from this is some of you really need to take control of your life. Grab the reins of your chariot and move forward. Have that willpower to overcome being in the King of Swords energy, because the shadow side of the King of Swords, he's very blunt. This guy is the least emotional of all the kings. He can be very stern. He can be controlling. He can, in the shadow side of him, he can cut people with words if he's not balanced, right? There's a need for head-heart balance, like I was talking about with the Two of Swords. There's a lot more balance here, right? This is balancing your masculine and feminine energies. This is understanding you're being divinely guided with this change that's coming in to move forward to better waters, to calmer waters. They're trying to get you somewhere where you need to move away from being in the King of Swords energy in this shadow sense. Unemotional, probably. It's maybe too stuck in your ways. Maybe you might be calculating things often. Avoiding having to be so logical and trusting more in your heart and what your intuition is telling you. Okay, again, this is not judgment. This is just, something that you are being guided to do to kind of help you move out of. There's a victory here after you've become wiser and you've learned your lessons, because the King of Swords does that too. He becomes very wise. He's a very wise, smart man. Smart person. Doesn't have to be a man, obviously. It's his masculine energy right here. Maybe some of you are dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a Cancer. Maybe some of you have this heavy in your chart. Who knows? I just heard Gemini rising. Take it how it resonates. So there is a victory here, Aries. When you make these changes, you put your ego aside and really go with it and say, well, was my ego really choosing this for me? Or am I just avoiding listening to my intuition because there's too much logic? I need proof. I need data. I need something to prove to me that everything's going to be fine when I make these changes, or that life will actually get better. You don't need the proof. The proof comes with going within and listening to what the universe has for you. Okay? You will become wiser when you learn from life's lessons. And you understand that the dark stuff that happens in your life helps you to get to where you need to be. I know that was like a huge epiphany when I started realizing what I went through was to prepare me for where I'm at now and to prepare me for the other stuff that's coming in my path, okay? And look, here's the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Swords. No more pain. You are not a victim. This is betrayal. This is, I'm just dead. This is you. I'm done with like all these life's lessons and stuff. I want something new. I need a new beginning here. This is the end of a painful situation. Don't allow yourself to feel this type of death of the soul. I just heard, Spirit is really wanting you to quote unquote kill off your old self, not in the literal sense, please. This is death of the old you as to like who you used to be, so that the new one can emerge. That's what this change really does, especially when you're going through the dark night of the soul, okay? But don't feel like you're a victim. Don't feel like you're a failure in life, because you're not. It's low vibrational. It's just a matter of learning how to better ourselves. This is what we're here to do. We're here to learn and to grow and to teach others, okay? All right, Aries, let's see what guidance Spirit has for you. What guidance do we have for Aries? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. See? Clearing debts. clearing your karmic debt is what I'm getting from this. For some of you, yes, it does talk about clearing financial and emotional debts, right? There's karma involved in this. So they really want you to focus on the self-care. And yeah, we had those pentacles there, right? Some of you may be feeling you're not getting enough money, but it's like, what is it that's blocking that? When you clear all these things, that's why you got to go in. You have to retreat, and you have to take, I was talking about self-care, right? It says self-care right there. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts. And yeah, with the burden, with that 10 of Swords at the bottom there, this is pretty heavy for you. Okay. Oh, they wanted me to say with the King of Swords and the Chariot, maybe there's something along the lines of you're in the legal situation with a Cancer. That just came out of nowhere. Because King of Swords could very well deal with legal matters, okay? And maybe this is maybe you lost a lot of money in this legal battle. Again, that's for one or two of you. Take it how it resonates. But this is your guidance for this week and going forward. Clear the debt. This is about clearing your karmic debt. Things need to change in your environment, and the change starts with you. Transmuting the dark into light. Okay? Bottom of the deck is cooperation instead of competition. What's yours is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete, as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share it with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. Wasn't I talking about how you can receive this abundance? It's there for you. It's for everyone. There's enough money to go around. But that's why sometimes God has us really start focusing on changing our lives so that we are more in alignment with this abundance. Again, if you're low vibrational, you're going to continue to attract low vibrational things. This is not, I know, especially in the States, there's this thing with keeping up with the Joneses, right? And people get all bent out of shape with those who are millionaires and billionaires and have all this money and have the Teslas and have the mansions and God knows what else. But what if you're focusing on that? Like, what is that doing for you? Does it really matter to you? You're focusing on what everybody else has instead of you focusing on what is necessary for you to attract the abundance. Some people work their asses off, but Spirit is telling me to tell you that there are other ways in learning the law of give and take and the law of attraction to start attracting that abundance with minimal effort. It is possible. You have to be in alignment with that, and you have to believe that it is. And a lot of people do this. And some of these really wealthy people understand the law of attraction, the law of give and take. The more you give, the more you get from the universe. The more good karma you put into the universe, the more good karma you get back. That's why it says unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. The universe loves it when we get this windfall of money and then we're like, oh my God, this is awesome. I'm going to give more. And then you get even more, right? If you don't believe that, I will say, has that happened? Have you tried it? Have you tried it? Anyway, cooperation with the universe is trying to compete instead of trying to control things, instead of trying to compare yourself to what other people have, to what you don't have, that type of thing. Okay? And if you work hard for something, it is yours. Don't be afraid of having somebody take it, because maybe that's what happened before. All right? That's why the legal issue came up. All right? So keep that in mind. We're going to see now what the full moon in Capricorn is bringing you. Full moon, like I said, is June 24th. It is Thursday from when I am recording this. Now, if you end up watching this and it's not June 24th, it's not the full moon in Capricorn, this may be relevant to the full moon that's coming up. whenever you watch this, okay? What is the full moon bringing Aries? The full moon in Capricorn. What is the full moon in Capricorn bringing Aries? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. We have two things here. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini, which we already had, and prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. At the bottom of the deck is another new moon. There's new beginnings all around here, you guys. Bring love into this situation. Yep. Bring love into this. No competition. Focus on yourself. Focus on transmuting the dark to light. The light, love is part of that too. Just bring love into this. As difficult as it may be, it will help you to feel a lot better. Now they want me to read the new moon in Gemini and the new moon in Taurus, which is what I don't normally do. Lately they've been having me read the books, so I'm not sure what that means. But I do what I am told. So let's start with new moon in Gemini. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing, communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to the person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or a neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. Write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. I was talking about prioritizing things, right? Time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. That's kind of like King of Swords there. Someone is flirting with you, read more books. All right. This also can mean that maybe you're mentally scattered. Daily meditations will help to unscramble cross wires in your brain. Yep, meditation. We talked about that. So the new moon in Taurus. Taurus is before Gemini. This card will often come up when you're inquiring about a financial matter or when you're doubting your self-worth. The card suggests you can have what you want, including material things, but you must believe in yourself. This comes down to the law of attraction. You see? Value yourself, value, and others will value you too. You can create abundance. Yep, talking about the law of attraction. You can create abundance. Taurus is associated with luxurious Venus, and this card holds the new moon energy, so now is a good time to make a 12-month financial plan. This card can also signal the start of a new relationship or of sexier times. If you've been wrestling with something for a long time, the new moon in sturdy Taurus is a sign not to give up just yet. Give or get a massage, healthy body, healthy mind. You will soon be able to afford the thing you're dreaming of. Getting clear on what you want. Getting clear what you value most will help you find peace. I was talking along the lines of that. Take some time out to pamper yourself. Yep, Four of Swords again. Start a standing order to a savings account, no matter how small. Money can make life far more comfortable from a physical point of view. It's time to work your magic to create the money you want so you can have the creature comforts you want. There you go. There you go. My lovely Aries people. Why do they want me? Really? They want me to read the new moon in Aquarius? Okay, Spirit. All right. Give me a minute. Aquarius, it's all about progress and modernity. What? Anyway, so this is the time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends both on whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently, on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. The King of Swords is pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past, like I said, and move towards your future as soon as possible. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. You need to be more detached from the situation. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution, like going within, listening to your intuition. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. I was talking about the good karma. Charitable work. That guy, Six of Pentacles guy, does charitable work. All right? All right. There are your messages for what the full moon in Capricorn is bringing you. So some of you got to speak your piece. This guy also speaks his mind with confidence and integrity. Yeah. Prosperity lies ahead. Learning the law of attraction. All right. Ask your question. Any question at all. I'll shuffle in silence and we'll get an answer from the angels. Unlikely. Okay. Spirit also wants me to say with that unlikely card, that also means that the way in which you're envisioning some outcome or something to how it's going to happen, it's not going to be what you're thinking about. It could very well mean that the universe is going to kind of surprise you with something else. Okay. That's a message for some of you there. The bottom of the deck. Yeah, there you go. Trust. That's what we were talking about. All right, Aries, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching, for subscribing to this channel, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness. Starring out.